Well, team started out 5 for 6 from three-point range. You guys looked like you were feeling it early on. Just what you thought happened from there?
I feel like we got away from what we were doing, which was moving the ball and stuff like that. But they're a great defensive team. They figured out what was working for us, and they took that away. Coming out on me and Tyus a lot harder. Getting their hands up and just making complete closeouts. So it made it a lot more tougher to get those shots out.
Do you feel like you guys looked for each other enough in this game? I mean, from the outside looking in, it seemed like there was a lot of passes around the perimeter, not a lot of stuff inside, and then you guys out on the perimeter when you saw that shot clock going down were trying to get in yourself and force some shots. Do you feel like there should have been more movement?
I feel like we stuck with the same game plan that we've been playing with all season. They're just a great defensive team. They made it tough for us to get in the paint. And, if you're to say, or anyone were to say we weren't getting the ball inside a lot more, it's not because we were, just trying to pass the ball on the perimeter. It's just, they're a great defensive team. They were there and they helped.
Your 2-3 zone typically creates shot clock violations. You guys had a bunch on offense. Just what you can say about some of the things that didn't go your way offensively and having to force up some shots at the end of the shot clock?
Kind of like I said before, we weren't driving a lot because of their defense, and it caused a lot of passing around that just waste times. Didn't have anything going to the basket, so it wasn't effective for us. But I feel like we should have just paid more attention to that, got a lot more movement, a lot more screens, and that would have canceled out a lot of those shot clock violations.
I saw that Brissett toward the end of the game was trying to set some screens on the top of the key and open up some of you guys, free up some of you guys. Do you wish that was some of the stuff that you worked on more, pick and rolls and some screens and whatnot?
Now we're a pick and roll team. We love that's a big part of our offense. We want to get Tyus and Frank open off those screens, and they can make plays once they get in the paint. But a lot of our offensive struggles comes from their great defense. They're great. They knew how to hedge on those screens really well. So that's what stopped us.
You have the positive feel of being a part of the first ACC tournament win for Syracuse, and then the day after you have the total opposite feel. Just what you can say about the roller coaster of emotions and where you stand at this point.
It's just basketball. What I've learned, this season we will lose 3 straight and go on to win, 3 straight. So just keeping our heads up and playing every game like it's our last, doesn't matter the outcome, is something that I've learned throughout the season.
This team has done a lot, and I don't think you necessarily get the credit for getting to 20 wins with having to play with just your starters at times. I said that at best you guys are 5.5, maybe 6 guys, and you're playing against other teams, in the ACC alone that have benches to go to. Some of them play 6 or 7 guys off the bench.
Yeah.
Just what you can say about what you've achieved as a team, not having what other teams have, and you don't get to take a break, and you are 40-minute men, a lot of you are.
Yeah, I got to give credit to everyone on this team. It fought hard, from guys that were on the bench and the guys that were playing. It doesn't matter. I feel like everyone was with it, and they all wanted to win. A lot of people did say we were 15, 14 win team, but we made it to 20, and that's a milestone in itself. So we just got to see what happens on Sunday.
Do you think you've done enough when you look back at the season, you look at some of those victories at home and on the road? Do you feel like there's a case for the committee to let you in?
I feel so. I have complete confidence in our guys, so I know if we are to get in the tournament, I feel like we would be able to make a big impact in it. So, they'll make their decision, but whatever happens, we're going to keep our heads up and just play whatever we have to play.
What have you learned the most from this team this season? Just what you can see from what you guys have had to endure to get to the place that you're in. And like I said, from the outside looking in, you don't always get credit for those 20, but from the inside looking out, just what you can say about how hard it was and how much you fought to get to 20.
I've learned just to continue to fight. It doesn't matter the circumstance. We were down, the Georgetown game, down 13, came back and won that. Down these guys a whole bunch, came back, cut it to 10, cut it to 6. So, just got to keep going. Don't ever give up. Don't ever hang your head. That's something that Coach preached to us a lot this season. Once we start hanging our heads, that's when the losses start coming and all that stuff. But just playing every game like we're on a win streak. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. Just look on forward. What
does a game like this teach you? What can you take away from a game like this?
Nothing's gonna be easy. Doesn't matter who you play, when you play. We're in it. Last time we played them at the Dome, lost by 4, but today they came out a lot stronger, different game plan. So And I've learned from this game that nothing's going to change. So we just got to keep going. Stick with the team, stick with the game plan.
People are going to ask this of you. Do you have any thought in your mind of not being here next year, or do you have every hope in the world to be here?
I have not thought of that, like, at all. So I don't, not at all. Never thought about that at all.
Do you have a taste in your mouth, that bad taste that you want to make sure you come back here next year and get that taste out of your mouth?
Oh yeah, for sure. I want to, every game that we lost this year, once we play them again next year, I'm gonna look to win it. I'm gonna look to be a big part of the win. So, yeah, just like you said, the bad taste in my mouth. Losing to UNC, losing to Duke, Virginia, and all those big games. I feel like next year I gotta, be one of the guys to help us win those games.